Well, it's been over 25 and a half years and it's evolved amazingly creatively. First it was just voice and music, but today it's voice, music, creativity, innovation, the way you bring radio across to people. It's no more just voice and music, the way you say things, the way you engage. And today with the progress of the digital world, you have the Facebook Live shows going on simultaneously on air, on Radio Live and Facebook Live, the interaction using digital mode to push radio. So I think as technology has evolved, as styles have evolved, as music has evolved, radio has evolved tremendously, and it's a truly amazing moment for radio and of course a great future. There have been amazing launch ideas, but I'd like to sound out a couple of them which are very close to my heart. Like I had a dream years ago that we should build up a radio studio on a hoarding. And due to lack of sponsorship years ago, it couldn't materialize, but 3 or 4 years later, we did do it. And it was amazing, right in the heart of the city of Calcutta. We did it on Kamak Street, and 500,000 cars daily were passing by. We were broadcasting live from a hoarding studio, a hoarding. So it was the first of its kind ever in the world. Then for Pepsi, we did something really crazy about 2 years ago. We had a hot air balloon over the city, and we had an entire radio studio built into the hot air balloon. So we were broadcasting live as well as doing Facebook Live. So we had to remain at a certain level to be on the network, but that was it. And then of course making difference to people's lives, engaging the mass, the population to engage with the medium. It's no more key, you just sit back, you listen to music, you feel nice. It's become a participative, very engaging and interactive medium, and I think that's what the mantra is. If you have a story to share, we are listening. Give us a buzz. That's the way it works. Radio is not about just music and a voice. Radio is about creativity, innovation, getting it out, differentiating and being positively disruptive. Today, any business, you look at any product, any service, they want to be different. How can they be different? Is through innovation. So one has to continuously churn the thought, innovate, differentiating innovation, not just normal stuff. And I think the day every radio station starts really doing disruptive innovation, radio will reach a massive height. In fact, I'm so proud to say that we in India are creating innovation on radio which is unthinkable even in the world level. I think education plays a very important role, firstly, of creating the base of any individual. So how the base is gets you becoming creative in the long run. And as I said, radio in the beginning, it was just music and a voice and people used to listen to it. Ek haath se taali bajta nahi hai, do haath se jor se bajta hai. And that's what I say is the engagement, the interaction and making the students do what they love doing. It's not all about rattoing or just reading out. In our days, we used to mug and we used to study and we used to go through the chapters. Today, I think the practical angle, the engaging angle, students should be handed over if they are in media, handed over cameras, handed over in studios to kind of engage and connect with themselves. And of course, I think the style of teaching should be different in many ways. Okay, it should become very smart, it should become high tech, it should become engaging. As we said now, previously we used to use telephones with the dialers, then it became press button. Today we have the mobiles, and the future is going to be, you're not just going to talk, there's going to be a hologram figure coming up in front of your phone. You don't even have to put it to a ear. So I think as the world is progressing, though education in some bases, in some ways, has still got a little traditional base, I think that needs to be put up disruptively. As one says, you gently slap a person, he will forget it the next day. You take a baseball and hit the person, he'll remember it for all his life. And I think that's where education should come.